Yo, what's up, folks? Here we go here with the long overdue build of the Reptile Dragon 1100 millimeter plank. Basically what it is. A lot of people kind of confused. Some people think it's a wing, and some people say it's just a different kind of aircraft. But it's a plank. This is a plank. Um, anyway, I bought this plane actually when it first came out 6, 7 months ago, and this wasn't an impulse buy. I wanted this plane for one reason. Um, for me, it's going to be basically a nano goblin on steroids. Something, it's going. My opinion, it should fly a whole lot better than the actual Strix Goblin. You know, better capabilities, dual motors, efficiency, a lot better. But anyway, I seen all that in this plane when it first came out, so I just bought it and just put it up. And finally, after several other projects, I finally decided to go ahead and dive on it. But let's dive into it. It's pretty simple for the most part of it. Um, for right now, I got my custom 3D printed pan and tilt on here. 9 gram servo, full 360 capabilities, which is extremely awesome. This is a micro split. I think it's version 2. I think yeah, it's still got the ribbon on it. So this is version 2 that I have on it. As of right now, for the maiden flight and everything, I'm not going to put a camera off in there, but I may end up putting a nighttime vision camera in there. I actually have two right now. I have a Eagle, and I have uh, the Super Cat. I have both of those. But anyway, I may put one of those in there. But we'll see how everything works out on it. Motors I'm using for this setup, and that was another thing. I really wasn't sure what to put on as far as a power system would go. So I was just kind of just sitting back, just seeing what some other people were doing with it, and I decided to go along with the. These are the Finwing motors, which they're actually Sunny Sky, 2207, 1300 kV motors. Really good motors. Same motors I use on the Albert. Super efficient. Running the 8 by 4.5 inch prop. Perfect. Sweet efficient setup. Plenty of power for the Albert, so I know it's going to do real well with this plane. So GPS, M8N, mini, micro GPS, really small guy. Works out perfect. Same one using all my other planes. This one here is AKK. It's a X2. It's not the big one. This one's only, it's switchable from 25 milliwatts up to 800 milliwatts. I mean, my opinion on it, again, I've been flying 5.8 long range for a while now, and 800 milliwatts is really about all you need if you have a good ground station set up, like I got. If you got a good ground station and you know how to aim your stuff, 800 milliwatts is plenty. It's plenty to go, however far you want to go. For example, the Nano Goblin, when I went out there 15 plus miles with the Nano Goblin, it only has an 800 milliwatt video transmitter on it. So that is that. My 3D printed mount. Mad Mushroom. This is the one that I had on the Ranger. And the Ranger is gone, y'all. I just took it out the game, man. The Ranger wasn't for me. It couldn't hold the batteries I wanted to fly in it. I didn't want to run a 2S setup out of that one. So anyway, that's answering out the Ranger, the Mad Mushroom, and of course we got the Dragon Link on the tail. Another thing I did to this plane is the plane had a blank spot cut out on the bottom of it, and I seen my guy Zaxter Blue. Not sure exactly where the guy's from, but he's awesome though. He's got a lot of videos of this plane going and in action. But I noticed in his video that he had these skids on his. He actually has three skids on it, one in the front, and I think he had like two in the back, to make it even. But anyway, I seen it, I was like, man, that's pretty cool. And this plane, for some reason, has a cutout right here, which there was nothing else in my box in a way to go in it. So I was like, man, let me design a skid or something to put right there. But what I did, of course, y'all know I can't do nothing simple. I made a whistle and added to it. Why? I have no clue. I just thought it'd be cool just to try to put a whistle in the mix of this plane to where, I don't even know if it even works or not. I mean, I blowed in it and it's pretty dang on loud, but I don't know flying wise go if it'd be loud enough for it to blow out. But anyway, we'll see. ESCs, these are the Acon 2 to 6S 35 amp ESCs. I went to 2 to 6S on this plane because, again, it's a plane. So it's a super versatile type of plane. It can be extremely fast. You can fly it slow, not too slow, but slow, acrobatics, whatever you wanted to do. And with these motors, of course, I know just by changing out the props and stuff, I can run this on 6S with ease, and that may be the way to go. I just don't know yet. We're going to start out on 4S, and just depends on how it flies. We may step up to 6S. Well, we will step up to 6S at some point. But anyway, let me pause the camera here, and I'll take the hatch off and show you guys what's on the inside of this. All right, hatch is off. So we got the Maytag F411 board that is inside this guy, and there's just so much freaking room in this thing. I know some of the guys were talking about cutting out the underside of this to get the battery off in there, but some of the guys, they had this whole entire section just full of stuff. But in my case, I can actually slide my battery in from here and go up under the bar all the way up to the front, no issues. So I didn't have to cut that out. And I'm gonna fly this on starting off, I got a 4S 18650 pack running 7,000 milliamp pack. I'm gonna start out with 4S, and then I have a 10,000 4S pack I plan on using with this. And then if all goes well, I'm gonna run the 6S lithium ion pack, but I don't have that pack just yet. But I do have some 6S lipos that I can put off in here, up to 5,000 milliamps. But anyway, we'll see how it goes on 4S first. But Maytag F411 board. This is one I had laying around, and I did go ahead. There's a Panasonic capacitor, 1,000 UF capacitor, the same ones I started using back with the transformer. I buy one for every plane now. They just make a huge difference, especially with the F411 board. This one, it does have a lot of noise in the video feed if you don't do that. So that guy's in there. You can't see it right now. The way they made this plane, they really thought it out pretty damn good, except the fact that they did not put any freaking carbon spars down the side of it, none in the nose. The tail is only held on by 2 screws on each side, which that's okay. You know what I mean? As long as you don't do any kind of crazy hard landers or anything like that, the tail is gonna be fine. You know what I mean? You just gotta remember that it's, you could glue it, perhaps, but in my case, I just used the 4 screws on it, and I plan on just trying to land soft as possible. But they did, like I said, it's well thought of. That there's an actual tray back in the back. I don't know if you guys can see that clear or not, but right now you can see it. The Dragon Link micro receiver is back there. Then on the other side, that is a ready-made RC 5-volt back. I'm using the back to power, because I do have the extra servos on for the pan and tip. I didn't want the board powering that, even though the board is plenty capable to power it. But the 5-volt back is powering that guy, and the 5-volt back is also powering the Dragon Link. And that's pretty much it. This plane was very easy to build and put together. It's 2 screws, one screw in each wing, and it just you tighten the screws, just lock it in, just like the mini Talon. So it's pretty much portable for the most part of it. But anyway, that's the build, everything I get off in the plane. Like I said, I mean, my opinion of the plane, it is kind of like a sports model Cadillac, but it's missing the safety features, man. I don't know why in the world they did not put any kind of spars or anything in the nose of this plane, and they didn't put none in the tail. So most definitely not a beginner plane. Um, so beginners stay away from this one, man, for sure. But we'll see how it works out. Also, I got iNav 2.4 on this one, so we'll see how that work out. Seen several people flying 2.4, no issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that out and do some auto tune and servo trim and all that good stuff on it. But anyway, you guys stay tuned, and hopefully by the weekend I'll have the only thing is missing on this plane right now. I do need to put some tape across the leading edges and across the control surfaces. And I may put some stickers on it, I may not. But that's pretty much it, and this plane is ready to go. So hopefully, if everything works out this weekend, we'll get her up and out. But you guys have any questions, hit me up. Peace and love.